Russia has doubled down on its claim that Kiev is planning to use a dirty bomb in Ukraine and plans to raise the issue at the UN on Tuesday. A dirty bomb is a term used for a conventional bomb laced with radioactive material. Russia says it will regard the use of such a weapon as an act of nuclear terrorism. In a press briefing, Russia's defense ministry said Ukraine aims to terrify the local population. The West has rejected Russia's accusation, and Ukraine said it was a sign Moscow was planning such an attack itself. The US State Department warned Russia against escalating the conflict.
German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier has arrived in Ukraine for a surprise visit. It is the first time that he has been in the country since the Russian invasion on February 24th. He is planning to meet Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Their talks are expected to focus on military support and repairing destroyed infrastructure before the onset of winter.
Well, we all remember, of course, that Mr. Steinmeier, Germany's president, wanted to come to the capital of Ukraine already this spring in April when he was uninvited. He was actually part of a bigger group with the heads of the heads of the Baltic states, but also he was to join his Polish counterpart. And really, the last minute, he was uninvited by Ukraine. There was a lot of speculation why that happened. There never was an official reasoning for that.
Fighting has erupted in the occupied West Bank after Israeli forces launched an operation against a Palestinian armed group called the Lion's Den. The occupation forces entered the old town of Nablus on Monday night, sparking protests. At least 4 people have been killed in Nablus and 1 near Ramallah. Another 21 have been injured. There have been power cuts in parts of the city. Demonstrations have also been reported in Ramallah.
More than a dozen people died after an Indonesian boat caught fire while at sea on Monday. The local search and rescue agency said on Tuesday they've rescued at least 312 people from the vessel, up from the 240 reported earlier. But officials said they do not know how many were on board in total. Videos released by the agency showed rescuers pulling people, including an infant and children, out of the choppy sea. The incident took place near Indonesia's southernmost province of East Nusa Tenggara. Reuters could not immediately determine the cause of the fire and the purpose of the ship's journey.
A hero's welcome for the next Prime Minister at Conservative Party headquarters. Maybe it was mixed with relief that the latest leadership convulsions were over.
It is the greatest privilege of my life to be able to serve the party I love and give back to the country I owe so much to.
With Boris Johnson already out of the race, the final challenger, Penny Mordaunt, fought on until the death knell, withdrawing only moments before MPs learned Sunak stood alone.
Rishi Sunak is therefore elected as leader of the Conservative Party.
Dozens of journalists rallied on Monday in Pakistan's capital Islamabad over the killing of a senior Pakistani journalist by police in Kenya. Pakistani journalist Arshaf Sharif died on Sunday evening after the car he was in sped up instead of halting at a roadblock near the capital, Nairobi. Sharif left Pakistan in July to avoid arrest, following a citizen's complaint against him on allegations of maligning the country's national institutions, a reference to the military.
And happy birthday to a great president. We know your mom's always with you. President Harris and I took a virtual tour of a vaccination center in Arizona not long ago.